Darling, hi babies, guys. You're new to my YouTube channel. I go by the name of Tshiamo Ngwenya. I do have to apologize for my video having to start abrupt, but yes, in this instance I am going to be doing a voiceover. Okay, so as you can see there, I have started with them brows. Okay, and what I use there, I use a soap for my brows. And this is just the basic soap. I purchased the soap from Clicks. It's a no foam soap, or you can use your Sunlight. It also helps, but try to also make sure that you also pat it down with a sponge so that the whiteness is not too much, as you can see there. I then go in with my wax eyeliner, with my wax pencil liner, which is in the shade brown, chocolate brown, not too dark brown, but it's chocolate brown. The brand of it is Bonjour Eye and Lip, or you can use any for that instance, but I prefer having to go with brown because I can't be walking around them streets with them black brows as if now let me not offend people. This is a makeup tutorial. All right, okay, so I'm then going to try and make sure that I brush it down so that it blends in perfectly, and also it helps it having to appear a bit lighter. This is for my brows, by the way, right? Okay, I then continue to do the same thing on the other side, and then I make sure that I have it lined out. I also dab it down with the sponge right there. And more so, I am then going to take my Pro Concealer. It's in the light shade. Usually I'd use my matte concealer, but in this instance I'm going to take my Pro Concealer, which then I line out the lower part of my brows to just give me that volume, you know. The start of it, try to be not very hard on it, like try to use a very gentle pressure when you're doing the lower lining, and then the under part where you have to then add your eyeshadows, that's where I'm going to be a bit hard on it, so that it also gives me the whole pigmentation, especially when I'll be applying them eyeshadows. But in this instance I'm going to make sure that I keep this look very simple and very cute and straightforward for you guys. Okay, I also do the same thing on the other side, and I try to line it out. The structure, okay, prior to me having to do my brows, I prefer having to tweeze them so that it's easy to work with my brows and not have bushy brows, and you know how that it then now tends to not look as cute. I then go in with my wax pencil. I add on where I feel that I've left some spaces. I prefer having to darken it, especially on the end of things, because my brows are not as fuller there. So I add it and I continue on having to line it. I drag it slightly down slowly. You have to be gentle with the brows, guys. I prefer that you take your time, because when the person approach you, the first thing that they will be looking at is your brows. Let us not lie about that. So brows says a lot. All right, so yeah, let's continue on. I then take my soft brush there. I try to even out the base for my eyeshadows, and also, you know, having to even out everything so that also my eyeshadows don't get to crease. Guys, I don't know why my train of thoughts continuously keep on running from me, but please bear with me. I just woken up now, but that's besides the point. Okay, I do the same thing on the other side, where I prefer having to leave that lineage underneath, like I wanted to volume out. For me, it's a very Tshiamo signature kind of look, which I love, and even my clients know that I am giving that when I do their brows, and all of them have been quite happy with that. I've never had any of my clients complain about that kind of technique, but it's each to their own, guys. And yeah, and then for the upper part of my brows, guys, quick disclaimer, I've already primed my face, just so you know, and the primer that I went with, it's a Fit Me primer. And then for the upper part of my brows, which obviously the priming part, you're going to see it right here, there you go. And then for my for the upper part of my brows, guys, please get this step right. Please do not use the same concealer that you used for the bottom part of your eyebrow, because now it's going to seem as if your brows have been pasted. It's a cut and paste kind of situation. I'd recommend that you go in with your actual foundation that you're going to use for the rest or majority of your face, so that it blends out very well. So right there I took my foundation, which I decided that I'm going to blend in, you know, I even out right there. So you guys, I'm a perfectionist. You have to forgive me when I continuously keep on going back to the same brow over and over again. But yeah, I go in there, the upper part of it, I am going to take my actual foundation, and then as you can see that I'm filling it in. Damn, Tshiamo, can we move on, baby? Alright, as I wait for the next step, because Tshiamo sometimes but you know what, it's very important having to look representable, especially in public, because we know how the nunciers can be, we know how the haters can clock us. So let us not give the haters any reason to clock or have something to talk about, okay? So yeah, as you can see there, I am continuing having to fill in the brows because I am a perfectionist. Everything else can wait, but my brows, sis, they gotta be perfect. You get? Okay, Tshiamo, can we move on already? So I am going to continuously keep on filling it in, lining it out, so that I get that perfect volume brow, which is slightly lifted, as you can see. And yeah, and then for this next step, I'm going to take my brush, which as you can see, I'm trying to even out the foundation there, and I'm also having to try and get rid of the excess products, because that can actually get to crease your makeup a lot. So I'm trying to avoid that. So yeah, so good thing we move into the next step. Okay, so here I have my foundation, which is a Candid by Revlon. I have taken two shades which is 530 and 550. So I've blended both of them because one is light and one is a bit dark. So I don't want my makeup to be too bright to a point where I can't recognize myself, or I find myself with the situation where my neck doesn't actually match my skin tone or matches my face. Like, it should make the whole point of a makeup, it should not appear as if you're wearing a mask, but having to enhance the existing beauty, you know. So yeah, I'm going to take my MAC stick there, blending stick, which I wish I had a bigger one because it's very time consuming. My hand here was already starting to be numb, guys, like it was the pet ghetto, but I'm going to invest in having to buy a big one. And I try not to slide my foundation when I'm applying it to the rest of my face. I try to dab it, but in this case, guys, I had to slide it a bit, and then I'm going to go in with the brush where I actually get to dab it. You'll see there. I make sure to get also my neck, the bottom part of my cheek there. I get where my beard is, because for anyone who's a friend to this channel, you know that I have a condition with dark spots, especially down that the beard area, which is very annoying. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm still trying to invest in products that can help having to get rid of that part, but that's not what this video is about. I go in with extra foundation, and I'm going to take a bigger brush where I dab there. I try to blend it. As you can see, the look is coming together. There's hope at the end of the tunnel eventually. So I do that for the rest of my face, where I am going to continue having to blend. I also make sure to get the under eyelid, my water eyelid. I go in also, you know, you're a perfectionist, sis. You know your sis is a perfectionist. I'm also going in to rectify the brows there, okay? And yeah. So guys, for my next step, I'm then going to try and blend everything out, as you can see there, and then I'm going to take my brown brush and then just with my eyebrow start, I'm going to then brush it up so that it then helps creating that illusion that it is my actual brows, for which it's not, but I try to create that illusion, you know, so that it continues on giving me that cute look that I want, okay, especially for my brows. For my next step, I'm then going to take a concealer. If you're a friend or a subscriber to this channel, you are going to know that I used to do like heavy contouring and heavy highlighting. Now I have found a new way to go about it. This look was inspired, this part actually was inspired by Miss XO. Hi darling. And as you can see there, I'm taking my concealer. I'm going to then, I went in for the eyes, the bridge of my nose, the under part of my nose, the bottom of my lips, my forehead there. The whole point of this is to now conceal the face and make it look snatched like wise, okay? And on my eyes, guys, you will realize that I did add a lighter concealer. The reason for that is that, if you know, the under part of the eyes can get tricky sometimes, so I'd prefer if I have the high definition happening there, the party happening there where the eye is. And then moving on, guys, I'm going to take a dark foundation, which I'm going to have used to snatch my nose, and I am also going to take it to do around the area of my face, just the white end of my face. So this process is called contouring. So I'm going to snatch that face and make everything having to coordinate. I have, however, just to keep you updated, I have purchased a concealer stick which I wanted for the longest time. I failed having to get it from Click. Someone did say I should get it from Avon, but luckily I managed to find it from Avon. So that's great. That's great news for us. All right, so moving on, guys, I then dab it in. This process, I would prefer that when you apply anything, especially to do with your liquid foundation, your concealers, make sure that in this process you try to dab instead of having to drag. I then go in with the setting spray because it is a queen that was meant to be there. It's going to help you having to hold everything down, which I love it for me, okay? Guys, I then take my sponge there, I dab everything that is happening there, including the upper part of my eyelid. I then dab it in. I don't drag, guys. I dab. An advantage with this technique is that your makeup does get to lost, and I don't believe that there's anything like heavy makeup for you having to dab. I feel like that's an excuse, but again, it's each to their own. Everyone has their choice and preferences, okay? I dab. I make sure to get my forehead also. I dab right there also. You can see that currently there's that harsh line which I don't like between my dark foundation and my lighter foundation. I then also get the middle part of my nose then, which helps create that illusion. You go to Sine Balungu. Alright, no colonization formed against us shall prosper. You get me? I know that's right. Okay, I also get the bottom part, as you can see with the sponge. We dab. Alright. Also get the bottom part there of my lips. I get my chin. This is literally the best form and preparation to skimming a man. I then go in with the brush so that I can try to even out and make everything not look so harsh, you know. I dab. For my next step, guys, I'm going to take my loose powder, translucent powder, absolute translucent powder from Yardley. I love this babe. This babe does wonders. She's so beautiful. She's not heavy on the skin. She makes my skin very smooth and beautiful. I make sure that especially under my eye, I apply a bit more, because you know how that tends to play out, you know, given that sometimes we have like eye bags, not so cute eyelids, so that helps having to now create that Barbie look that we after, you know. And I also get the middle part of my nose. I'm going to then proceed with having to take my eyeshadow palette. It's a no-name, or rather the name of it have washed out. I'm then going to take the darker shade there. I'm not sure if it's chocolate or walnut, and then I'm going to also add it on the outer areas of my face, that being my cheeks and the forehead area, just to intensify it. And yeah, currently I'm going to use an eyeshadow because I still have to purchase the proper stick that I've been telling you about. And then underneath I take my loose powder again, the Babe, to just give me that trim and volume, you know, that perfect when we powder you need to look cute kind of set up. Some people do not actually appreciate this step. I love it for me, and I don't believe that is too much because it gives you the volume that you require. I go in to line it out again, guys. So yeah, my cheeks are hella snatched, you get. And after the step, we're going to allow it to bake for some time whilst we do other things. Okay, I am however not going to do to take my liquid eyeliner and to snatch the eyes because I don't want this video to be pretty long. So this step is pretty much fast forward. I am going to take my eyeshadow, the same one that I used on my cheeks. I'm going to then use it on my eyes. This is a simple lazy kind of eyeshadow look, because if you know me, you know that I'm a slut for eyeshadows. Like, I am the babe whom I think I am, you get me. So yeah, I am going to go there with the dark brown shade on the base of my eyes. So I am going to edit and edit. So the more you edit, the more it then pigments and the more it shows the volume of it. That has been the existing technique, and if you don't know it, what are you doing in the areas? Okay, so I continue on having to edit there because I need for it to show volume. You're not going to quite see the step, but I also added a bit of orange where at just close to the bottom of my eyebrow. That's why I added it, so that it actually helped intensify, give me a cute look. I then go in and snatch that nose. Who's black now? Who needs surgery now? Shoo, guys, look at my nose. I snatched it to the goddesses. Guys, I know some of you are wondering, but Tshiamo, yo, isn't that a bit too heavy and too, you know, some people choose to leave it like that, but you will see eventually, I hope, that I am going to blend it out, so it's not going to be as heavy as it now shows. I then go in with my Essence mascara there for the eyes. Okay, I make sure to get the bottom part of my eyelashes there, and I also get the bottom and top part because I'm bottom and top like that. Ew. And this is from Essence and I love it. I'm running low in it and I have to go and get a replacement. Like any round, you need to make sure to drink water. That was one round down. Makeup is an investment. I'd rather take time on my makeup than having to look shitty and for the sake of time. So yeah, if I'm dimshe, I'm not going. Don't invite me. But if dimshe, drop location. Where you at? Upi mtasi. For the next step, I'm going to be taking a very shortcut. Guys, for the longest time I've been applying my lashes like this. Some people though they have tried to clock me saying that, but why do you apply them like this? I prefer having to press down my lashes as I have always been doing. This has been working for me, even though the kind of glue that I'm currently using is a glue of concern because it's a bonding glue. I'm not going to mention the brand. Check one of my videos where I did a review on that. This flat, once it gets dry, it makes sure to grip. You know, it grips. It's not for the faint-hearted. But one thing I like about it is that you can easily remove it. Like, you can literally like rub it off and it gets to go out. However, when you're taking it off, that's where the mission is, because now I would usually or rather I press it down to my actual lashes so that it now doesn't give me that space and I get to have it not look cute as if now I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, that second lash, obviously in most cases things second always want attention, always come with a lot of mission, but yeah, it's not a train smash. I reapply the glue and I'm then going to put it back there. You see, as I've told you just drag it out. I then try to adjust it and adjust it. That's what I like. That's the advantage of the bonding glue. It gives you time to also adjust it the way you'd like if you feel that it hasn't set or set the way you want it. And the moment that y'all have been waiting for. Alright, so guys, for my final look, I got to brush off the loose powder. I then got to bronze my cheeks and also the bridge of my nose right there, as you can see. Alright, then to finish the look, I then went in with my setting spray to freeze the face and I added them few dots with my liquid liner. Alright, how you doing? Guys, I do hope that you did enjoy this video. Please make sure to stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, like, comment, do the dolls. Alright, bye.